Hey guys, it's Stu here and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. In the last part, we started doing some optional stuff, and in this part we're going to be taking on a wanted battle and getting just the last few things that are optional around here on Sailor's Island. This is another part that's been post-commentated because apparently I suck at getting commentary to solve, or not solve, save, blah, why'd I say solve? Probably because I had math class today. This is very, very loud. I'm not quite so sure why it's so loud in my ears, but anyway, here we're attempting to recruit Polly to be the cook aboard our ship, our fine vessel of air pirate goodness. Hopefully she'll say yes, but she's saying she can't because she can't just up and leave the bar. But and her daughter is going to take care of things, she says. So she wants her mother to go look for her father so she can know what her know her father, which kind of sucks because I mean she didn't know her father and she looks to be like a solid 15 years old. Anyway, and thanks to Anne saying she'll take over and that she wants to see her father, Polly will agree to come with us. So, yes, we get her to join our crew. She's going to be our cook and make sure we get plenty of tasty, nutritious meals. Now, Polly has all kind of characters joins the crew and has specific effects. Using this crew command, she will replenish one character's MP. So, yeah, another command type. First couple we get our command types, but, yeah. We'll be getting more, there'll be more types we get later. Now, because this is post-commentary, I know what's going to happen. There's supposed to be a guy who's standing up by the weapon shop. And here I'm running in to get some items, I think. I don't know why. I got some in the last part. I think I'm selling stuff off, actually. Never mind. I'll just let that go on so you can see what I'm selling. Yeah, we're selling some of the stuff we got from Doc. But there'll be a guy that needs to be standing by they'll be standing by the weapon shop. But the only way for him to appear there, you have to have gone to the Sailors Guild, and you have to have. Oh, here I'm explaining the magical recital, by the way. That's why it's paused there for so long. Anyway, you have to see his wanted thing inside the Sailors Guild before he'll show up, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but whatever. So I'll be cutting away in a bit just to do that. I'll let you know when. But until then, I'll keep commentating. Now here what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to look for this guy, but there's some other stuff. And actually, I think I forgot to talk to that guy. Oh, God, I'm sorry, Brian. I think I forgot to talk to him. Anyway, if you head up this ladder, you can find something we'll need for a crew member that we'll be getting in a little bit. Next part, I believe. Yeah, next part, because most of this video is taken up by the wanted battle. What you want is just across from that. It's right there. It's a balloon with a bottle attached to it that says, Quatya, please send warriors to help us fight against the evil. So, yeah. It's basically someone from Ixtaka has sent a note out in a bottle. How they got a bottle, I don't know. And they just... Yeah, you could get that earlier in the game. I'm not exactly sure when, but it doesn't matter until this point in the game, and you can get the bottle whenever you want. So I just waited until now to get it anyway, when I knew it would be there. Supposedly you can get it on like your first or second visit there. I'm not too sure. It won't matter till this point anyway. Like I said, you can't. It's for getting a crew member, so it doesn't even really particularly matter. I think when yeah, here I am. I'm going inside the Sailors Guild to get what the to check to see. I originally was cutting this out when I first recorded this, but I'm checking the wanted list for this guy. This is Loose Cannon Lapin. He is the wanted battle we'll be fighting in this part. So now what I do is No, I kind of run up over there. I'll see you guys in just a minute here when he is actually there. Okay, guys, here he is. He's right over here. I hope that syncs up well. I just sped up. I actually thinking about shouldn't have sped up the video. One thing that'll be a kind of good idea is to go inside and rest at the end, like I'm doing. Well, no, I'm saving right here, but you should save at the end and save. He is actually kind of tough, so it is a really good idea to do this. He has a lot of strong attacks, and I end up having a little bit of trouble with him. I did win in the end, but just warning you, he is fairly strong for even at this point in the game, and I'm a bit over-leveled. So, there's that to really consider. And well, here's kind of mad. He's kind of a bit of a punk, actually. Yeah. They're gonna have their own little talk here. I'm gonna see how long we are into my vocal recording. 6:53. Okay, we're about 40 seconds difference. Huh. Oh well. I'll be able to sync it up just fine anyway. I hope. Otherwise, I'm re-commentating this. I hope I don't have to re-commentate this. I don't want to re-commentate this. So, while they're having their little chat here, how is everyone doing? I think what I'll do is talk a little about me this part, since I really don't talk about me a lot. For anyone who doesn't know, who is somewhat new to the channel, I know there's not very many people who have joined recently. A lot of my subscribers probably don't watch my videos. Sad face. I am 19 years old. I'll be 20 in September. My name is Derek. I was inspired to do these LPs by several people. This LP is actually inspired by someone the LPer who LP'd this game that inspired me to, well, not inspired me, to get this, made me want to get this, and I played it and I felt like, you know what, this is a game I want to LP too. That was Batman 9502. He's one of my direct inspirations for LPing. If I had to say anyone inspired me to, it'd be a friend of mine, Yuli89. He no longer really does them, but he got me kind of do it, and just any LPer I pretty much have been watching, like Chiga Conroy, K6 Scope, Nintendo Caprice, and all of them pretty much got me wanting to really do it. I just needed one last little shove, and yeah. Anyway, this is Gun Arm, also, I should say. This is how Lapin's going to be fighting us. It's ironically very close to a Gundam in many ways. For one, it's called Gun Arm. But it also has a few little things, a couple attacks it can do. Those right there in front of him are Frocks, kind of like Fin Funnels from Gundam, if any of you know about that. I'm a bit of a fan of Gundam, as you could probably see with my video quality tests and my HD PVR test for my PS3. Here I'm explaining the Frocks and what they can do. They're not too bad. They'll do about if Fina's guarding, they'll take about I think they'll take about half her health out. Don't quote me on that. It's either half when she's guarding or not guarding. I forget. So with Fina, you're gonna want to do a lot of guarding in this. Lapin has a lot of strong attacks. When he does a little attack called Target Search, or when he does Target Search rather, you want to guard with everyone. Something good to have by this point in the game also is Enrique's second special move, or S move. What it will do is, I'm going to spoil this, it'll basically guard with everyone, but they still get their turn. So you could do Cutlass Fury with Vice, and use Enrique's to guard with everyone. And that includes Enrique. If you watch the animation, he just gets it first. If you skip it, it just kind of looks like the other three are getting it. No, Enrique gets it too. So, kind of using Enrique's and Eika's at the same turn is something we'll be doing a lot from now on in the game. What that will do is it'll half all physical damage we take and nullify any magic used on us completely. So the only way an enemy can harm us is physically, and whatever physical damage they do will be halved. One other thing you could do is, if you really want to attack with Enrique instead of Vice, Vice also has his countering one, or his countering moves. The main three are the only ones that have 5 moves, so they each have 3 different ones. Vice has Pirate's Wrath, he has Rain of Swords, and Cutlass Fury. and then he has his 2 countering ones. The first one will only work on him, but the other one will actually cover everyone, and we'll be using it for a boss much later in the game. To show you how to beat it kind of lower leveled, but even though it can really be beaten anyway, but I was a bit over leveled when I originally fought it. Fina obviously has all her healing moves, her regeneration move, her stat that gives or removes buffs from everyone that you're fighting, and removes all negative effects on you. Her 1 damaging one, which can possibly stun enemies but only does minimal damage, etc, etc. And then Eika has her attack everyone kinda based on her magic stat that's forced to be red element. And then because in this fight I actually didn't have Enrique's second S move, I learned Pirate's Wrath, which required 4 moonberries. So I did not have any left pretty much to learn Enrique's. I did manage to learn 1, but it's it's an offensive one for him, so you have to learn his second one to have it. We'll be getting it pretty soon. I intend to get that next of all the other people's. Because we have all the other primary ones we're going to need. Here he's using Sidewinder, which is a fairly strong move that attacks everyone. It'll probably do about half guarding on average. So we're going to spend this turn healing up, I think. Yeah, so my plans for the game pretty much now are focus on Enrique to get him his next move, and then we're going to be pretty much done with learning any really important special moves. Because Enrique is the final party member of the game. There are no more other party members in the game. So we've learned, you know, and obviously we're not getting Drachma back because he's dead. Gilder's left, so we're not going to be working with him. So we've just got these 4. Vice already knows every single one of his. Eika has 2 more she can learn. I think we've learned most of Fina's too. I think she only has 1 more she can learn, or she's done. And then there's Enrique. So we're pretty much done with moonberries for the rest of the game. I will be learning more, just because learning Fina's final one is fairly good, because it's a hit all, and it's basically Enrique went down there, by the way, because Rain of Swords costs too much SP at this point in the game, and will cost too much for a long time to be getting off or to be used on the first turn. It's not going to be until you're like level, I don't know, like 50, 60 that you can kind of start doing that. And here he's got like a mini Moonstone cannon in his arm. This, yeah, it takes out Vice. I was kind of shitting myself at this point here. But anyway, so getting Eika's next level, Lambda Burst right now is good enough. So, but you want to get her next one probably next after Enrique's got his second special move, just because it will allow you to take out hordes of enemies really quickly and easily, provided they are not resistant to magic. Otherwise, it's not going to really do much. There are no enemies that resist physical attacks in the game, so once you can start doing Rain of Swords on the first turn, that's pretty good. You also could use an Aura of Valor here if you want, but you only have 1, and there's better places in the game you can use it. Anyway, I've been talking about that long enough. I should continue on talking about me, since I wasn't. Like I said, I'm 19. I'll be 20 in September. I'm currently in college right now transfer, but ultimately I want to become an aerospace engineer. So I have a major interest in flying airplanes, jets, building just stuff in general. I play guitar. I play bass. I could play piano if I wanted. I have the ability to. I just haven't really learned to. I'm into like 70s and 80s rock and metal and all that. Like, I'm into AC/DC, Black Sabbath. I'm into them. That gives you an indication of my musical tastes. I'm open to other stuff too. I do enjoy some other types of music if they're good. If there's any questions anyone has asked me, feel free. I am not a big multiplayer person, but I do play some. If anyone wants, I play Pokemon and Mario Kart. If you want to race me or battle me, feel free to ask. I'm generally speaking open to those, but I have to say, my router hates 4th gen, so any 4th gen Pokemon games I cannot battle in, I have to battle in 5th. Or with Pokemon, I'm trying to think what's it called, Battle Revolution. Battle Revolution is the only game I can battle online with, and I only have one team there, so... C'est la vie. Darn it, that just came apart. I broke my knife! I'm playing with a knife while I watch this and post-commentate it. Oh well. I'll fix that later. I do go hunting sometimes. Right now it's turkey season too, so... maybe a chance there'll be no videos this weekend. Today's Tuesday, the 19th. So Saturday would be what? 23rd and 24th. Well, I don't even have enough videos recorded that far in advance for that, so. But yeah, I do a little bit of hunting, and no, it's not just going out and slaughtering things. Let's see. I'm a huge fan of the Zelda series, so if you ever want to ask me, need any questions about that answered, feel free to ask. I'm pretty much an expert on it. I'm a walking guide for a couple of them. Twilight Princess was my first, ironically, so I actually find that somewhat good. For those people who think it's one of the worst Zelda games ever in existence, sorry, but I came into that one first, and I've played every other game, including the first and the second. So, yeah, I think I probably have a better idea of what's good and what isn't, considering I came in on a supposedly bad game and actually enjoyed it. I had zero experience with others. Is it my favorite? No. And that said, I also enjoy Skyward Sword a lot. Some people hate that. I think it's probably in my top 3, actually. Here, something happens. It's called the Crew Special. As of this point in the game, we have Prophecy, which you can just now unlock. You could also, I think, you could also do the, you can also do this Crew one. Prophecy is a strong attack that will prevent the enemy from having a turn and attacks all enemies. Here it is. I'll be quiet for a minute. And there you go, you literally drop a moon on them. And Prophecy is that. If you do the Crew attack, which is the other one, it's basically like Prophecy, but weaker. And it also, but it enables you to heal a little. It will vary depending on what crew you have under your command at the current moment. Whoever your active crew is, I should say. So there's that to consider. Here he's charging, which revives one Frog. But anyway, yeah, so if you need to do some damage, you want to prevent the enemy from having a turn, and you need to heal up a little, using the Crew command one could be pretty good. I may experiment around with it and just see what I think feels the optimized one, Crew setup for that. Generally speaking, Prophecy is going to be better, though, unless you really need to heal. It also is pretty ridiculous. I cannot wait to show you that. And here's Pirate's Wrath. I'll be quiet for this, too. How about that? That's pretty cool. That's my second favorite special move in the game. Also, I just like to point out that in Prophecy, you drop a freaking moon on your enemy, specifically the Silver Moon. So I don't know how they survive. How does your ship survive? Anyway, yeah. Let's see, back to me. Yeah, I'm interested in the Zelda series. I played a few Metroid games. I have a Metroid LP going on. I lost the CD for a while. I've actually found that now, guys. So anyone who remembered that I lost it, I've actually found it again, and Fina went down right there. Don't worry, everyone's alive at the end of the battle, so... But yeah, that'll continue up once I've gotten some kind of one of the projects out of the way. I'm pretty sure I'll probably be getting up to that again once Arkham City's out of the way, and I'm going to be focusing on that. I just want to get something out of the way before I start overloading myself with more projects again. Just because, you know, I'm really new to this, and I can't handle having too many projects. I got overexcited, so I want to get them out of the way slowly. Not to mention, that would be 3 projects on my main solo channel, and I also have 2 on Elite Gamer Squad, and those are Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and A Link to the Past, where I'm not really playing, but I'm working with someone, so that's a co-commentary. But nonetheless, it's still a project. I do all the editing and uploading for that, so it's still kind of a bit of work. I'm there for all the works, nonetheless. I just don't play the game. So let's see. Yeah, I'm into Metroid. I'm obviously into Pokemon if I play that. I have excuse me. At Pokemon, I like to use a lot of Dragon types, a lot of Fire types. This is not just because I like the types for some reason. I just like them. I can't explain why. I know Dragon types are kind of overpowered, and Fire types can be fairly overpowered. And certain ones, like Blaziken, I don't use Speed Boost Blaziken, by the way. I really don't even have the patience to get half those hidden ability ones. Nor do I, and I haven't logged onto the thing online in God knows how long, so... Yeah, I tend to just use some, generally speaking, decent Pokemon. I do train for online play occasionally. Right now I'm doing something I like to call my Dragon Challenge. There we go, we just beat Loose Cannon Lapin, by the way. My Dragon Challenge is to raise every single Dragon-type Pokemon and every single Dragon-like Pokemon. So like Milotic and stuff. Tyranitar, there we got Berserker Male, which is really good for Vice. And that's pretty much like 30 Pokemon I have to raise all the way until level 100, or until I feel they are pretty much done, and then I'll raise them to level 100 at a later date. This is going on in black version. I'm a fairly decent battler, so if you're up for an okay challenge, hit me up. Let's see, what else am I into? I played a little bit of Mario Kart. I haven't really unlocked much on Wii or 7. I play them only with my friends, really, but, you know, if you want to try me, go ahead. Let's see, what else can I say about myself? Well, in the past, I'm in currently the FFA, or whatever. I've raised turkeys in the past. I'm fairly good at raising them, apparently. I mean, it's not like I'm a farm boy or anything. I just did it kind of for the fun of it, and it makes really good money, actually. Personally speaking, I've made $3,000 some odd off of this, and I've done it for. I'm working on my 4th year now. This will be my final year, but I've gotten 2 grand championships for market, 1 first place in showmanship, yeah. I've done fairly good. Out of the 3 years, I gotten 4th, 3rd, 1st in showmanship. In that order of the years I've done it. I got Grand Champion my first year doing it. Then I got... I forget what I placed. I didn't get a ribbon for that year. I did kind of bad with those birds. They weren't very good. And then last year I got Grand Champion. Oh, there ends the part. Well, sorry about that, guys. I'll see you guys next time then. Bye.